Hello students, I'm here with a new video on your class 8 English poem The Ant and the Cricket. So before I begin the poem, I will tell you the summary of the poem. It is adapted from Aesop's fable. Aesop was a famous Greek storyteller and a fabulist. So it is a fable in a poetic form. Fable is actually a story which often having with an animal character, and it conveys a moral. So this poem is about a young silly cricket and an ant. Cricket was only singing all day long and used to enjoy his good times during summer season. He did not plan anything for the future. On the other hand, the ant is a hard-working creature and he meticulously plans for his future. The ant gives a very important lesson of life during its conversation with the cricket and says that ants neither borrow from somebody nor lend to somebody. Ants are hardworking and therefore they do not depend on others. Whereas in this poem there are many rhyming patterns. We'll also know the rhyming scheme of the poem gradually, but now we will start the poem. A silly young cricket, accustomed to sing through the warm, sunny month of gay summer and spring. Here it says that here please underline this word accustomed to sing. Accustomed to sing means habitual of singing. Cricket, which was habitual of singing, it has the habit of singing all the time. It is a very happy-go-lucky type of creature. It never had thought about its future. So it had never planned for its future and never had saved anything for its future. But as the summer and spring went by and as the winter arrived, it started bewildering. It started getting anxious what it is going to do during winter. Began to complain when he found that at home his cupboard was empty and winter was come. Now he started searching throughout the cupboards, throughout the places in his home, and he found that there was nothing, not a bit of food. He was getting anxious. Not a crumb to be found on the snow-covered ground, not a flower could he see, not a leaf on a tree. Now as it was winter, the ground was covered with snow and there was not a single piece of food or flowers or leaf, anything. Oh, what will become, says the cricket, of me? He got very anxious, he got very nervous, and he started thinking about his future. What is he going to do? At last, by starvation and famine made bold, all dripping with wet and all trembling with cold. Here, starvation, here it means hunger, and famine, here it means scarcity of food. Now, as he was starving and as there was no food, he became bold. He took a decision and then he went to the ant. He was dripping with wet. That means he was shivering with cold. He was trembling. Trembling here means shivering with cold. He was feeling very cold. And then he went to this miserly ant. Ant was a creature, was hardworking, but at the same time he was very thrifty, very miserly. He never wanted to lend anything to anyone. To see if to keep him alive, he would grant him shelter from rain and a mouthful of grain. He wished only to borrow, he would repay it tomorrow. Now that as the cricket turned towards the ant, he was expecting the ant to help him with a shelter and food. But on the contrary, the ant, he refused to help him. What the ant says? If not, he must die of starvation and sorrow. Says the ant to the cricket, I am your servant and friend, but we ants never borrow, we ants never lend. But tell me, dear cricket, did you lay nothing when the weather was warm? Quoth the cricket, not I. Now the ant asks the cricket, have you not saved anything for your future? The cricket replied that he did not save anything for his future. Here please underline the word nothing, lay nothing by, it means save nothing. And here quote the cricket. Quote is an old English word which which were used in old English books, and it means said. Quoth here means said. Please write it down. Quoth here means said. My heart was so light that I sang day and night, for all nature looked gay. You sang, sir, you say. Now the cricket was giving him explanation that he did not save anything because he was so happy, he was merrymaking, he was enjoying the beautiful weather, he was enjoying the nature. That's why he did not get time to save anything for his future. Just listening to it, the ant got very angry and he said, You sang, sir, you say. Go then, says the ant, and dance the winter away. Now you go back and you dance the winter away. You do one thing, as you have not saved anything for your future, so now you go and you sing and dance during this rough time. Thus ending, he hastily lifted the wicket, and out of the door turned the poor little cricket. Here it means hastily, here means very quickly. Okay, so now this ant, he got very angry. He quickly lifted his wicket. Wicket here means the wings of cricket. Cricket, he lifted the wing of the cricket and then he shut the door into poor little crickets. So he closed the door and then the ant, he grew angry, he shut the door, and then this cricket, he grew very unhappy and very sad. Fox call this a fable. People, fox here means people. So people call this a fable. I will guarantee it true. But yeah, this is actually true regarding our life. We never plan for our future, and that is why at the end of the time we had to suffer. So there are two types of people. Some are very hardworking, who will always plan very carefully and meticulously, but there are some people who will not plan for the future. They will just act as they wish. This poem speaks a lot about our far-sightedness. So people who are far-sighted, they do not have to suffer. Some crickets have 4 legs and some have 2. So we already know that crickets have 4 legs, but here some have 2. It means it is referring to human being. So we humans have 2 legs, and some of us are also like the cricket. We do not save anything for our future. So the poem speaks about far-sightedness. The poem speaks about how we should plan for our future. The poem gives a very good lesson to the cricket that one should not depend on others and one should work for his own well-being. So here we have come to the end of the poem. Now I will just explain you the rhyming pattern in the poem. We find there are many rhyming patterns. See the first word, sing, spring. Those are rhyming. Home, come. These two are also rhyming. Found ground, see, tree. These are rhyming words. So we can say that the rhyming pattern of the first paragraph are like A, B, C and D. Sing, spring, those are rhyming, so both we give as A. Home, come, those are rhyming, so we put it as B. Found ground, we put it as C. See, tree, we put it as D. So the poem is all about rhyming schemes and rhyming patterns, lot of rhyming words, and therefore it makes the poem, we enjoy the poem. When we read the poem, we can actually enjoy it because of this rhyming pattern. So therefore I have come to the end of this poem. I hope you have liked it. Thank you so much.